this is one of the really fun things you get to do as mayor, and that is to celebrate such a great project. It's great to be here in the Cortex Innovation District, one of our city's newest and most exciting neighborhoods, and continues to amaze and inspire all of us year after year. Hank said a lot of the statistics, but they are so good, they do bear repeating. 6,000 people a day come to work in Cortex. That is a lot of folks who bring a lot of energy, who bring a lot of innovation to the Cortex Innovation District. There's so much to be proud of here, and still so much more room to grow, which is incredible considering how much progress has been made so far in this tech hub. Hank mentioned that I was the 28th Ward Alderman, which is just a few blocks from here, for a while. And I remember what this property looked like in 2002. In fact, at one time I toured one of the buildings here for a former employer who we wanted to use it for warehouse space. We clearly were not thinking as big as the folks that envisioned the Cortex Innovation District. At that time, the area was tired, industrial, vacant buildings, empty lots, and worn out public infrastructure. The Cortex that we have here today was just a dream. I didn't know the dream at that time, but I know that the founders of Cortex, some of whom are here in this room, did know the dream, and I also know that Alderman Joe Rohde knew the dream, because I've spoken with him about this many times, and I'm sorry that the Alderman is not here today, because he deserves a lot of the credit for what is here. He carried the water, if you will, with the city for a dream that not everyone could see. 20 years later, Cortex, 200-acre innovation hub that proudly houses 420 companies, and as we've said, 6,000 employees, providing millions of dollars in new net tax revenue to the city of St. Louis and the other taxing districts. So I know that your efforts and investments are greatly appreciated by all of those taxing districts and by the folks who live in the city of St. Louis. Cortex Innovation District has single-handedly helped transform and advance our regional economy. This is about much more than the city of St. Louis. This is about the regional, the state, and even the national economy. It's attracting, of course, millions of dollars in entrepreneurial investment, setting the bar nationally and globally for best practices in urban innovation districts, which, let's face it, that's where we all want to be today. So all of this while also ensuring the momentum and the development is rooted in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Cortex is leading the way there, and we will all continue to lead the way on diversity, equity, and inclusion, because it is so important. Not just is it the right thing to do, it's good economics. So many strengths here. I'm very excited to see what's on the horizon for Cortex. And I believe there is more on the horizon for Cortex. That will be more projects, more developments, more innovation in the pipeline that will provide more jobs and more momentum to the robust economy that we're building right here in St. Louis. So on behalf of the city of St. Louis, I want to thank everyone here who has played a part in this district. And I also want to say that you are our most important partner. We are so proud to be able to stand here with you today and celebrate this great district. Thank you for all that you do, and we look forward to more great innovation in the future. Thank you.